Hello, you guys, and thank y'all for tuning in to this week's episode of the Journey Podcast, where I am your host, Kiara. Ah, another Thursday down in the books, guys. It's almost June again. We're going into May. I hope that April brought in happiness and peace for all of you guys. But it's almost May, which means we're 1 month away from June when we first started. I remember posting the icebreaker and being so nervous to have it up. But the icebreaker actually has more views than any episode that we've ever made. It's so crazy. People just love to see you embarrass yourself. But a lot of people have acknowledged the growth from episode one, the icebreaker, up until now, and so I'm so grateful for that. And we gotta celebrate. How are we gonna do that? Um, I don't know. I have not even decided, but I guess that's something to work on. If you guys have any ideas, I'll be more than happy to um take those ideas and see what we can do with it. But yeah, I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so grateful for how the community has continuously grown throughout all the time that we've been here hanging out together, from Sundays and Thursdays to Thursdays by itself. I'm just grateful. I'm so happy. If you're happy, you know what, clap your hands. Um, and so, yeah, let's go ahead and just kind of get into this week's episode. First, I wanted to say thank you to everyone that reached out to me. I did sprain my foot a couple of weeks ago and tried to go back to work, and I was not successful in doing that. And so I've been home a lot, and I think that really God just is sitting me down right now. And this is just proof that if you don't do it, obedience is better than sacrifice at the end of the day. Um, and the way that God sat me down, I'm just grateful for it. I really am, because I've had so much time to just spend time with God, of course. Um, for those that saw, that have been seeing me on social media, I've been spending a lot of time outside on the balcony, just reading my Bible, having lunch. I've been outside all day. I've been outside. I just been outside, and I just kind of created my own space to have these intimate moments with God and just kind of hear from Him as far as what He wants from me and what He's expecting of me and where He's calling me to. And so here we are, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity. And I, even when my foot heals, I pray that I'm just able to continue to maintain the momentum at which I've been just spending time with God. It's been so good, y'all. It's been so good. I've been studying the book of Haggai. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But Haggai. Look it up. And I just been just I've thrown myself into that, and I'm so grateful for the lessons that I've learned, the takeaway. I actually was introduced to that to this book of the Bible about 2 years ago, and it didn't mean to me then what it means to me now. And so I actually fell in love with that book. It's very, very short. If you get a chance, just check it out or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I encourage you all to spend more time building your spiritual, because while we are present in the right now, and we're present and we're doing all the things and we're working on this new version of ourselves, as well as a lot of other things at the same time, please make sure that your spiritual journey is something that you're working on as well, because it's just necessary. Regardless of what God you serve, whether we serve the same God or not, just make time to be present in that, to be present in whatever you believe in. Just be there, um again, obedience is better than sacrifice. And so here I am in a space that I am growing so good, and I love it. I love it. As I wanted to be upset at first, like, oh, I wanted to go to work because I do have things that I want to do. I want to prepare for the summer. I have bills that I have to pay. And God has been so good. God has been so good to me. Um and so yeah, I just love, like, I'm thinking about it now and I'm just like, wow. Like, I'm supposed to not be okay right now, but I'm okay, guys. I am actually having the best days of my life with being out of work. Um I would like to not have to work at all for anyone, and so I want to start working for myself, and so that's a goal here. And so while I'm working towards my overall goal of that's just being my reality, I am getting a little taste of it, and God is so good. I just want to stay in His good grace, and I want to stay in the same peace that I have right now, because it's just like it's been amazing. Just reading more, taking notes, and when you're and people, okay, so the first thing that I wanted to say, wonder how some people don't know what a closer relationship with God looks like. What does it look like to get closer to God? Um, Reading your Bible. Um, if not, if you don't know how to understand your Bible, ChatGPT. Google, get on these things, get on these search engines, and ask for an explanation of what you read. Even if you don't have a physical Bible, I did get a physical Bible about 2 or 3 years ago. Bought a physical Bible because I wanted to reduce my screen time. I just want to be intentional in all things. Um, and so I was being intentional, got me a physical Bible, and I can highlight in there. Also, that also looks like engaging in your reading. So, in all your gettings, you want to get a good understanding. And so, here we are. I take notes, so I have a notebook just for my Bible, um, and I study what I'm reading. I take notes on what I'm reading. I pick a favorite part of what I'm reading and just ask for that understanding. Also, a closer relationship with God can look like it can look like many different things. And so, even if you're not just sitting down and reading, even if while you're exercising, you're just you're listening to a podcast, or you're listening to one of those. I know a lot of pastors stream their services on YouTube. I listen to Sarah Jakes. I listen to a lot of different things. It just depends on what I'm looking for. But the other day, I feel like God was so intentional with what He allowed to enter my ear gates and my eye gates, and just everything that I saw, everything that I heard, everything that I spoke about was just intentionally placed for me in that day, the other day. And so it was so good. I was just like, wow. Um, everybody wants this glamorous journey. And so it's not going to always be glamorous. It's not going to always be unicorns and rainbows. Um, and we get excited about the start, and we get excited about where we're going. So the end, all we think about, oh, when this is over, it's gonna be so great. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so happy. Everybody's gonna be so proud of me. However, and so we fall in love with the outcome, or we fall in love with where we're going. Um, and I'll give examples so that the breakdown is a lot is easier for you to understand. But as we get excited about the end all, we go ahead and start, And then we don't realize that the process is not going to always be pretty. The process is not going to always be easy. There are going to be days that we want to give up. There are going to be days that we just say, you know what, maybe this isn't what I want to do again. Um, and we got to not give up. We can't give up. Every successful person, it doesn't matter what they're successful in, whether it's a weight gain journey, loss journey, entrepreneurship, a new career, a new whatever it is that you're working towards, wherever it is that you're going, everybody wants the glamorous part. They want and but we all, anybody that's successful in that, they have a story, a struggle story, a story where it was hard, a story that was not so pretty, and a I made it story. Um, a yes, thank the Lord, this is over story. Everybody has that, and so today's message, I just wanted to talk about how it's gonna get hard. It's gonna seem impossible. It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get lonely. You're gonna lose people along the way. You're gonna gain some people along the way. But you have to stay faithful, and you have to fall in love with the actual journey, the actual process, the way you fell in love with the what you think is to come of it, what your goal is, where you're going. Just like you fell in love with that, you have to fall in love with the process. The process isn't always pretty. And because it's not always pretty, um, like I said, sometimes you are going to want to give up, and you're going to you're going to say, you know what, this probably ain't for me. However, it was placed on your heart for a reason, you know? You didn't just say, oh, today I want to be a millionaire. And you really didn't want that, you know? Maybe it's something that you're extremely passionate about. Don't lose your passion because the process is hard. That's good. Don't lose your passion because the process is hard. The process is gonna be hard. It's gonna be, you're gonna start and you're gonna be like, whoop de doo, this is great. And then you're gonna realize that, oh, maybe this isn't as great as I thought it was. And maybe I don't want it as much as but if you stay focused and you don't get discouraged along the way, you you can make it. Um, you can do it. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. You can do all things through whoever it is that you believe in strengthens you. Because you can. Like I said, it was placed on your heart for a reason. And don't get so lost in what other people are doing, because as you know it, we see all the time that on our social media, even like on YouTube, Google, once we say, we speak something, sometimes I be feeling like I can just so much as think it, and now I'm seeing all these things with that go with, you know, with what I'm thinking about, or what I saw, or what I said, or whatever the case may be. And just because I clicked on it, now I'm seeing it continuously on my timeline. And so here we are now, we're seeing other people that are successful in wherever we're going. And it's like they've been on the same journey. However, they don't show the ugly part all the time. Sometimes they're only showing the part they're where they're where they're successful. They're only showing the end part. They're not showing the journey, and sometimes they're selling the journey and for a fee. Like, okay, if you want to be a photographer, um look, this is what being a photographer looks like. And so now they have all these fancy pictures with these nice edits and all these other things. However, they don't tell you about the software that you can't afford and how they got the software, or how, you know, just the steps. And that's just an example. So don't take that and say, oh, we all want to be a photographer. But that wherever you're going, it's like, okay, now they're showing only the good part. They're showing the happy part. They're showing the fun part. They're showing the end, but they didn't show the process. They didn't show how they got successful in their business. They didn't show the part where they had to work for themselves at first. And I was talking to my mom. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't mind me using her as an example because she loves me so much. My mom has her own business, and um, she has some times where people don't show up for work, and sometimes where people show up for work and they're not showing up in their fullness, and they're not showing up and um, doing what it is that they're supposed to do fully, and whatever the case may be. And so sometimes she's forced to work long hours where she's working, like I said, she's working for herself. And so sometimes she actually has to work her business herself. Sometimes that looks like 24-hour days for her. Sometimes it looks like 18-hour days for her. And while she could complain, while she could quit, while she could give up and say, you know what, I don't want to do this, I could just work for myself, she knows that that's what she wants to do. She's passionate about her business. She's passionate about what it is that she's doing and what she feels like God called her to do since she was a little girl. And so she's thriving so beautifully in that. And so every day I talk to my mom. I talk to my mama like 50 times a day. And every time I talk to her, um, she's fine. She's okay. She might be a little tired. Sometimes I'll talk her home and she'll fall asleep on the phone. She'll be like, I'm like, all right, mom, I'm getting off the phone. She'll be like, all right, girl, bye. Sometimes she don't even say bye. She just go to sleep. And I admire that about her. I admire the way that she pushes through. I admire her determination and how she just keeps on. Because, like I said, she could give up. Because there are times where I know, whether she says it or not, I know that it's hard. I know that it's a lot. I know that um, that burnout can be real if you allow it to to be greater than your desire to win. And so, um, like I said, she's such an admirable person. I talk to her so much, and sometimes while she might have her little moments, I let her have that moment, and I offer her words of encouragement. And while you're on your journey, you need people that are gonna encourage you. You're gonna need people that don't co-sign on what your goal was and not what your feeling is. Cause right, we get into our feelings, and our feelings are telling us, girl, you don't feel like doing that. Boy, you don't feel like doing that. You don't feel like going to the gym. You don't need that today. You can do that next time. You can do that. You said that you want to go 3 out of the 7 days, or 4 out of the 7, whatever how much days it was. You said you want to go, but you don't gotta do that this week. You tired, man. You don't feel like that. And so you need people that are gonna co-sign with you on the original, your original statement. What did you say you wanted to do? People that hold you accountable. People that tell you you can do all things. People that remind you that you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you, or through whomever you believe strengthens you. You can do it. This is your calling. This is what you're supposed to do. You're on a timeline because somebody's waiting on you to finish. Somebody's waiting on you because you're not afraid of being transparent. You're not afraid of telling people that on your journey you asked somebody to help you and they told you no. You're not afraid to say that you needed help on your journey. You're not afraid of that, while other people are only um other people are only showing the unicorns and rainbows. You're okay with showing the rainy season. You're okay with showing the part that was hard. And so somebody needs that from you. And so somebody out there is waiting on you to get to the finish line. And so here I am. I'm watching my mom run her race, and I got front row seats, baby. I get to see it. I get front row seats to the beauty and the pain, and I can't wait until she finishes. I can't wait until she gets to where she wants to be. I can't wait until she sets things up the way that she talks about, because she talks about it like she knows in her heart that that is what God wants for her, and so she wants it too. And so her hunger is so inspiring, and I just like, I'm gonna be like my mama when I grow up. And to know her journey, because I've been in her life for 33 years, almost 34. To know her journey in its fullness, I know that my mom is really bold, and that one day she's gonna be on a podcast and she's gonna tell you all the things. She's gonna tell you all about it. Um, I don't want to share her journey for you, but I just wanted to share um, the admiration that I have for her, and um, how her perseverance has inspired me to also persevere in the things that I want to do and the things that God called me to do. And so I pray that God can use me in some way to be of assistance to her, because she's just so deserving. She's just so deserving. I just love her down to the floor. And so, God is so good. I'm glad that I've been afforded this time off, so that I could really pay attention, because here I was, I talked to her all the time, and I never noticed um, how strong she's been. I've never noticed how determined she is. And to say this lady wakes up every single day and she shows up for herself, she shows up for her future, she shows up for the future of her business. And it makes me proud. It makes me proud to say that I even know her. It makes me proud to especially say that I am her daughter. And so hopefully the apple don't fall too far from the tree. And I can just and I can mirror that determination that she has, because like I said, it's super inspiring. And so today I just wanted to say to you all, don't give up. Whatever it is, um make it to the finish line. Don't allow the ugly part to discourage you. Because at the end of the day, you are exactly who you think you are. You determine how what the end all is in this, and if you continue to show up, and God continues to find you faithful, and if He brought you to it, if He brought you to it, He'll see you through it. Okay. I believe that with my whole heart. I really, really do. Um, and because I've seen it, and at the end of the day, if God has done something for me, He has no respect of person. He would be happy to do the same for you. And so, and I know that. I know that. I believe that. And I hope that you guys do too. Um, Again, just watching my mom persevere has been a big blessing for me. And I think, like I said, I wouldn't have gotten to a point where I had, like, where I could pay attention. Because at the end of the day, we all get into this mode where it's just, we just do what's normal, what's natural, and that's just what we do. And so for her, I'm pretty sure that's just what she does. And she probably, and I haven't really, like, given her, like, the praise that I'm giving her right now. And so when she watches this, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, I didn't know you felt like that about me." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, mom, you're cool, you're alright." But um, it's just natural for her to do that, and it's been normal for me to see her do that, and so I didn't feel like it was necessary. So, um, in that, I want to just say, have people around you that call out those things, that tell you, you know what, I'm proud of you. And push you, encourage you to keep going, because like I said, the journey, the process, all of that can be very discouraging when you're not receiving instant results. You're not My grandma would have said, you a part of the microwave generation where y'all just want everything to just pop up in 5 minutes. You just y'all don't want to wait for nothing. Y'all don't want to wait on results. Y'all don't want to wait on progress to show, like, you want to go to the gym and leave after one or two times of being there. You want to leave with a hot body. And it doesn't work like that. It takes time. It takes consistency. And consistency has proven itself again to be necessary. Without consistency, you don't ever see the fruits of the seeds that you've sown. And so I wanted to encourage you today, as my friend, stay focused. You can do it. You can do all things. Keep believing in yourself. Keep being who you think you are. Keep showing up in that aspect. Cause you are that. Yes, you are that, friend. You can do it. You can reach that finish line. That finish line is yours. All the things that you want, you can have and you will have. And in advance, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for graduating. I'm proud of you for losing that weight. I'm proud of you for gaining that weight. I'm proud of your step out on faith. And just doing whatever it is that you feel like God called you to do. I support you in that. And so yeah, you are like how Zion tells me, you are exactly who you think you are. Yeah. I think I'm all that. You can do it, y'all. Like we can do it. This is our journey together. If you're on a journey, you feel alone, please know that not only is God with you, I'm with you too. I support you in whatever is next for you. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep showing up. Keep showing them that you are exactly who you think you are, unapologetically, bold and beautiful, and all the things. I don't like to say. I like to say that. And all the things, you are that. You're that. Whatever it is that you want to be, you are that, and you can be that. Those results are not going to come up in 1 or 2 days, 1 or 2 weeks, maybe even not even 1 or 2 months. You probably don't see yourself you don't see yourself successful in it after you see all the dark and cloudy days or whatever the case may be. But you can have, it's not going to always rain. It's not going to rain forever. And the sun will come out tomorrow. And so keep pushing, persevere all the way to the end and keep going. Set up that generational wealth for your family, for your children and their children. Set up that happy, happy, good business that you want just for yourself. Just do the things. Do the things, y'all. Your business will be successful. You do have clientele. You do have viewers. You do have all those things that you want to have. All those things will be added unto you. You just got to start. You got to keep going. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just hear me in your head singing that when you feel like giving up. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. You got this, friend. Um, yeah. So I'm excited about what's next, not only for myself, but for you too. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Journey Podcast. I love you guys with my whole entire heart. And please, guys, don't forget to give me some like anniversary ideas. If you watch another podcast and they do like anniversary things, share those with me, something, so we can just kind of just pitch some ideas. So hit me up on social media. If you know my number, just give me a call, shoot me a text, whichever one works best for you. Just let me know, what should we do for 1 year. It's at the end of June, so we have so much time, but I like to prepare for things, prepare for next. So let me know. Love you guys. See y'all next week Thursday at 7:30. Later. Bye.